everyone, Cherish here. So in this video, I'm going to be a lot more happy. If you guys just watched my previous video, it was a little bit of an emotional video. But in this video, I'm going to be a lot happier, or at least try to be. So I'm going to be doing another Q&A. I have people who submitted onto my Twitter and to my Instagram a few questions. So I'm going to see how many I can get through. So my first question is, with all the stress in your life, how do you deal with keeping yourself healthy or trying to be a healthier you? It's kind of funny because I'm like, a healthier me. In your life, how do you deal with keeping yourself healthy? Actually, currently this is how I keep myself healthy. Apple cider vinegar. They're little tablets that I take, actually. Or at least I'm trying. So they look like this. I do eat ginger of many kinds. I don't know, I cut out a lot of sweets from my life. I guess that's the best way. The other thing is I'm starting this. I don't know if anybody has tried this. But yeah. So I guess that's the best way I can answer that question. What are some of the best things you do daily in your life that makes you a happier or somewhat happier version of you? I don't know. We just recently got a kitten, so maybe that's what makes me happier is playing with the kitten. I have a now 6-year-old cat. He makes me happier. I don't know. It's really weird. I don't know if I have a happier me. I mean, I love vlogging. I love filming these videos. That's happy. Shopping. Happy. I don't know. Going to Disneyland. There's my biggest one. Okay. How do you find time for yourself, or do you even make time to do things for yourself? At night. At night, I find time for myself and do things for myself. I have another video that's going to be coming up that I'm going to show one of the things that I do that keeps me a happier me. Watching YouTube videos of other YouTubers that I love. That keeps me, that's something I do for myself. Okay. What is a goal you have set for yourself to complete before 2020? Because it's a kind of a 3-parter question. So I'm going to try and answer that question first. It sounds really weird. I don't think it'll happen, but it's something I want. I just don't know what's in the cards for me, but it's something I want. I want to be married before the end of 2020. So, and or what do you plan on setting as a goal for yourself before the end of the year? Being in my business, I want to grow my business. I want to have much more of a business, if that makes sense at all. My business is based on the customers and products that I sell. So I guess in a way, I want to be further in my business. I'll leave it at that. I almost dropped my phone. All right. What about summer do you love most? Oh, swimming. What do you hate most about summer? Same thing everyone else does, I think. I hate that it's hot. I don't like summer. Summer is probably my least favorite season of all time. No. Okay. What is the healthiest thing you do on a daily basis to try and better yourself? Well, basically, I kind of answered that question in the first question. I've been taking the apple cider vinegar tablets, and I started it's a green tea fat burner supplement thing. So I've been trying that. So that's what I've been trying to do to make a healthier me. If you weren't making YouTube videos, what is a social media type thing you would do instead? Actually, I do other social media type things. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, and I'm on Instagram. So those are some other things. That question was actually from a friend of mine who's on my Twitter, and she didn't know that I have other social medias. She thought I only do Twitter and YouTube, but she now knows that I'm on Facebook and I'm on Instagram. And on my Instagram, I post videos and pictures of my nails because I do a lot of nail stuff. Ooh, maybe that's actually an answer for the one of the other questions that how do you what are some of the best things you do daily in your life that makes you a happier you or somewhat happier version of you? Doing my nails. I could have answered that question that way. All right. Next question. Other than YouTube, what social media site do you stay more or mostly active on? Technically Instagram and Facebook. Probably more Facebook than my Instagram because the only reason I really go on my Instagram is to post video pictures of nails. So technically Facebook, I guess. Oh, if you could live in any TV world or time period, what or where would you live? Maybe Supernatural. Time period? I don't know. What or where would you live? And why would you choose it over everything else? Well, I mean, I don't know if you guys can really see it right now, but I mean, Supernatural, so probably, I mean, I love Supernatural, but it's ending, so it's kind of hard. Maybe a Disney time period. I don't know. If you could permanently, oh my gosh, if you could permanently live in a time period, what time period would you choose and why? Greece? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, in case I'm not making sense, technically yes. What year of your life? Oh, okay. What year of your life would you live in forever and why? Ooh, that's easy. The 90s. Ugh, the 90s was probably the best. So maybe she should have said era instead of time period. Probably would have made sense if she said what era. Yeah, the 90s. I would so want to live in the 90s. I had a good childhood. I had a great childhood, in fact. Despite things that went up and down in my life, I had a good childhood. I loved the 90s. So, the 90s, I would stay in there forever. What Disney movie would you want to be? Would you want to be your life and why? That's actually a really good question because there's actually a lot of movies that I really, really love. I mean, come on, I'm wearing Hercules. I love Grease. Maybe Hercules. You know, I think I would love to live, um, have Hercules as my life or Aladdin, one or the other. Yeah, yeah. If you could have done your life differently from what you do now, what is the one thing or part of it that you would want to be doing right now? And how would that look today? Well, if things had gone the way I would have wanted, I think I touched upon this maybe in one of my vlogs in the past. My graduation from Job Corps would have led me to Treasure Island, which I would be in for 1 year, I think 2 years maximum. I think it's 2 years you stay in that school. And then you can go anywhere you want. And the where I would have wanted was to have worked in Disneyland. My end game goal was to have worked at Club 33. So, I'm not going to get more into it. I'm just going to leave it right there. Alright. And how would that look today? It would look like I'm a freaking chef in Club 33. That's how it would look. Being that when my life changed was 9 years ago almost. Yeah. What is the one thing you gave up in your life that you wish you didn't give up? Um, Working in Disneyland. I'd love to work in Disneyland still. What What's the most challenging thing you've had to face being a home care person and personal maid type person and had the chance? Okay, would you do anything differently? Or are you satisfied with how everything has played out? Um, the most challenging thing you have to face? Ornery old people. No. The most well, having the fact that I have sciatica probably puts a huge damper in my life. So probably not having a hernia and being able to do all the things that I signed up to do in the beginning of when I took over and came to live, instead of continuing my life, decided to come back and live with my mom. So yeah, that's probably one of the biggest things. So are you satisfied with how everything has played out? Um, Kind of yes and kind of no. I don't have a choice. I chose this path and I'd rather just stay here. Um, so, you know, ooh, I hate when people start off a question with God forbid this happening. God forbid this happening in the really near future. Um, how would you live your life if both your dad and grandma were to pass away? Ooh, I don't even think I want to know what that looks like. Um, what would you be doing differently from what you do now? Honestly, because I don't want to know how that looks right now, I'd rather just be like, no, I'm not going to answer that. I think I would rather just say pass. I'm not going to answer that because, I don't want to know what that looks like yet. I don't think I'm ready to know what that looks like. What limitations, I think I just answered this one before I even knew it. What limitations do you find yourself dealing with in the position of your life that you are in now? Sciatica. I hate it. What are some of the biggest things you would change or be doing differently, good, bad, or indifferent? And why do you think you have these limitations that you can't fix now? Well, we had a car accident, and in the end of the car accident, it caused me to have sciatica. It puts a lot of limitations. It puts more stress on my mom. It makes her have to do more. So, yeah. Um, the biggest things I would change is being able to help her more. Um, and I can't fix the limitations that I have because I have no medical insurance. So, yeah, I kind of just have to deal with what I have. Oh my gosh, these questions almost seem so much alike. Oh, this one's different. Okay. What struggles do you wind up hitting in your relationship with your boyfriend, and how do you deal with it? Also, what would you want to have happen differently in your relationship? This one's like a really big question, so let me try and break it up so I can answer some of the things separately. This is going to turn out to be a really long Q&A. I may not be able to go much further. I may have to break it into 2 parts. Okay. What struggles do you wind up hitting in your relationship with your boyfriend? Getting to see him more. He's a general manager at a 99-cent store, which I know sounds like it shouldn't put a lot of limitations, but it kind of does. He's in foot hell and I'm here. And he works a whole lot, so we really don't see each other very much. It's kind of hard for me to deal with. How do you deal with it? I really don't think I deal with it very well. I'm probably not dealing with it really well. I'm probably not handling the situation the way I want to. Yeah, no. What would you want to have happen differently in your relationship? I'd want to be married. That's what I want. We're already at a year. And I want to be married to him. Is it something you would need to change? No. Or is it him who would have to change things? Yeah. He needs to change things. It's him who has to actually change things. It's not me. Um there was a patch in our relationship actually where he was gone for like a giant gap, 7 month gap. Um, Little to no communication, not seeing each other. Yeah. So, but I stuck it out. I love him so much, and I still want to see him. So, yeah, it's him. Sorry if it's too personal to answer. It kind of was, but I did it anyways. What is one food you refuse to eat by choice or because you have no choice? Actually, I don't refuse to eat anything by choice. I'm kind of forced to. I'm highly allergic to tomatoes, nitrates, which is in like cold cuts and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't choose not to eat those things. I can't. I have so many allergies. It's not even funny. Based upon that, this is already really, really long. I think I'm gonna stop it right here. Um, and I will, because I have to edit this video and it's already pretty long currently. So, I think that's it for part 1 of Q&A for today's video. Stay tuned for part 2. Yeah. So if you guys like this video, please leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to the video, become a part of the Winchester family. I only say Winchester family because of the supernatural. So if anybody was ever to question that, it is because of supernatural. So if anybody has a problem with that, I am sorry. So yeah, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I follow back. So I will see you guys later. Bye.